Mr. Bloom told me to do that.
So this is take the Sony ZV-1 out for a walk, take 2. I followed all the advice from Rode. They sent me an email. That went something a little bit like this. Very helpful. I've turned it onto airplane mode now. The camera is on airplane mode. So that would suggest that they thought it was Wi-Fi interference with the Rode Wireless Go 2. But that's nothing bad about the camera. That's all about the Rode clashing with frequencies on Wi-Fi. So hopefully I've got crispy clean audio. I can see the audio levels are peaking at about -12. If that's all sorted, I'm very happy because this little camera is very capable. I really enjoy using it. So here's the ideal situation with a camera of this size. Oh, we've got a helicopter now. Anything else? Marching band? This is a good example of being able to set a camera up somewhere random, stick the Rode Wireless Go 2 on, hope there's no traffic, and just do a piece to camera really quickly. And fingers crossed, this little advice from Rode about the Wi-Fi has sorted it all out. So I did loads of pieces to camera last week where I was saying the Sony ZV-1 is amazing and it's great and it's fantastic. So I know this camera is designed for vlogging, but I think it's a bit more than that. Problem is I can't remember which ones got blatted by the sort of Wi-Fi interference. I'm not the biggest fan of using zooms, but I had expected a little bit more from the zoom lens in this camera. I know it's a tiny little camera and I'm asking a lot, but just surprised me how short the zoom is. Because I was fiddling around with the camera yesterday.
Just noticed that I've had it on
product showcase mode. I definitely said that last week. The zoom lens is a bit short. And when I thought about buying this camera, I checked out the other YouTube videos and I was worried about people's opinions about the narrowness of the lens, but honestly I haven't had an issue with it. I'm not finding that. I don't find this shot that I'm getting at the moment problematic. And considering it's the size of a big mobile phone, it's amazing the amount of stuff they've packed into this camera. So another thing to talk about with this camera is the focus. The focusing is absolutely spot on. Follow focus, touch focus, eye tracking, face tracking, it's got it all. Out of all the cameras that I've owned ever, this camera has got the autofocus the most right, the most amount of times. Some of the stuff I shot last weekend, I was just like, how does it do that? It's doing a pretty good pull focus. That pull focus from that bit of wood to the river illustrates perfectly how good this little camera is at doing crazy pull focuses automatically. I have set it to medium speed. Sorry, I was in the middle of a piece of camera then, but I noticed my wife was about 3/4 of a mile down the track, so we keep on going. But that bit of advice came from Philip Bloom, just to set the auto focus speed to medium. The pheasant now. The things that I have been messing around with this week are mostly memory modes, which are really handy. And you just go into the memory section and you can recall the mode that you enjoy using. So I've been using that with a bit of high frame rate and stuff. And I've also reassigned the buttons, so I've got my ND filter and things like that right on a shortcut button. So that's all very useful, really customizable. The thing that I've found that I haven't really heard anybody talking about is the fact that on this camera you can set the time code to free run, which as a person who has got experience in like broadcast, that is really normal. You set the time code to the 24-hour clock, and therefore your time code represents the time that you've filmed that. So it's really easy to sort your rushes out. So I've set this to do that as well. So whatever the time is it now, that's the time it's recording to the time code. See? Very clever. Very clever. Thank you, Sony. I had my second COVID vaccine yesterday. With the first one, I was laying in bed shivering with flu. Today, I suggested we go out for a short walk. That's 4.5 miles, and I think heat stroke is starting to set in. These are wild roses, just growing in the hedgerow, all alongside the road. And now I've got the Rode Micro on top, running into one channel of the Rode Wireless Go 2. And then I've got my mic just here, going into channel 1. I should mention, to be able to mount all this stuff on, obviously I've had to invest in a small rig cage for the Sony ZV-1, and that just enables a bit more sort of connectivity and attaching stuff to it. And I'm a big small rig fan, so a review of that coming shortly, I think, because that's a good bit of kit. Still very sunny, quite windy though, so this is a good test of the, well, both microphones to be honest. And we've walked to Newark Park. It's closed now though, because it's 5 o'clock. There's a big old peacock that wanders around here. So I've also shot probably just over an hour of footage. I'm just getting to the last segment of my first battery. So that is pretty good going. If you didn't believe us that we were in the Cotswolds, look at this wall. Oh, nice. So I'll be really interested to see how it handled that. And it seems to be hitting the focus absolutely spot on. It seems to have got that balance between picking up on movement, picking up on faces, and it doesn't seem to hunt very much. The reason I'm being extra careful with that gate is because sheep.
Hi, Andy from the future here, and watching this video I thought, you know what I haven't done? I haven't tested the onboard mic. It's supposed to be quite good on the Sony ZV-1, so here it is. I'm in a car. So this is the Sony ZV-1 using the supplied wind muff microphone cover thing, just the onboard mic. So let's see what this sounds like. Poppy. Oh. Just now's the focus. I don't even really need to use the flippy out screen because I know I'm going to be in focus. I can see it's even eye tracking through my glasses. I mean, how's that even possible? So in summary, I'm really impressed with the Sony ZV-1. It's small. It's packed with stuff that I would expect to find on a camcorder that is designed for professional usage. And that's saying something. Combined with microphones and, you know, selfie sticks and stuff like that, you can really produce something pretty great, actually, for something so small and compact. So if you're looking to do vlogging, if you're looking to do travel videos, and you don't want to be carrying around masses of equipment, I'd say this is a pretty good choice. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've been Andy, you've been great. See you on the next one.